Am I really almost like 20% done? Well, anyway, welcome to the Talos Principle 2. Almost completed the first two areas. Here and here, except that I'm missing one of the bonuses in each of these, which is annoying, but maybe we'll get them all in one swoop later, I don't know. But here's Eastern Wetlands, which is the next zone. Let's go.
1K brought up an interesting question earlier. Where did all the tech in the lab
Yes.
come from?
So there's like very futuristic.
I had a look at the serial numbers. And it turns out the answer is... New Alexandria.
Oh. Wow, I guess that makes sense. After the explosion, the colony was abandoned. Nobody ever went back for all that stuff.
We had enough to deal with. So many dead.
So that's one question answered. But how did they go from scavenged Alexandria tech to all this?
How did we go from nothing to where we are now? Through the application of reason and the right tools.
How big is New Alexandria? Well, what the hell is that? What? I think we've seen like a very miniature version of that in like in one of the small tech labs. Wow, okay. I think this is a puzzle mechanic teased in the trailer, but I have no idea what it actually like does. So, yep, solve 8 puzzles, and there we go.
Is it the same stuff as the other buildings?
Yeah. I know it looks like some type of concrete, but the molecular structure is completely different. Whatever it is, it's a lot stronger and less brittle.
Are the labs made out of the same material?
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although it does have some molecular weirdness going on too.
So
too little variation in the grain.
Yep. Okay. So I kind of suspected that it would like invert 2 colors, but I don't know what colors it chooses to invert. So I can connect that to that. So I'm connecting a blue to a red, and that inverts it, of course. I see. So it shows it on there, alright? So that means if I want blue, I connect here to here. And I probably connect this. There you go. So it's a very simple tutorial puzzle where if it takes in blue, then it converts it to the other color that the inverter shows. There we go. Okay, next puzzle. Whatever that is.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure, because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here, but experimenting on what?
We need both, and with 2 connectors.
They were building.
Maybe it's whatever powers the Megastructure.
This is not gonna work. Okay. First of all, so Miranda is a character that was introduced in the previous episode, who, from that recent audio log, apparently Miranda was also experimenting on things, which makes sense. So, at this point, I don't know how to make sense of this. I guess red must connect backwards into here. That's what will make sense to me. And, then red goes and connects here as well. Because I need this door to be open, but I need the inverter, because you can see there's no blue around here, so I do need the inverter to make this last step happen. So I just had to replace that, that last gate, and there we go. Very nice. And there's yet another...
Alexandria all the time. But realizing this place was built on its bones just brings it all back even more. We were so optimistic when we started. So full of ourselves. Thought we could accomplish anything.
Oh, it is 3.
And then, in one single moment, it was all gone. I remember a flash, and then just lying there, realizing that my legs had melted. I tried to pull myself away from the fire, but the servos in my arms were broken. If Eustathius hadn't found me... Sorry. Just some old scars.
Okay. I believe this door allows us to power it from the other side. So also got this gate, which requires the other color. Well, that's the finale gate. But yes, New Alexandria is a previous attempt at a society these robots built, and it went to trash. It completely failed. It's not laughing matter in universe, but I mean, it must have been big enough to create all this stuff. Wait, there's even like, that's the elevator at the very end. That's gotta be. Anyway, we need to access this, which is the ultimate RGB converter. And that requires a red at the end. I don't know how we're gonna... This is just a normal connector, so it doesn't have any inverted properties. That's actually kind of a problem. Do I see any... Like, there's the blue source. I think maybe... No, the blue source is here, then. Okay. And then the inverter works. Okay. That's how that step happens, and then we can pick up this multicolored converter, and then we need to bring everything back out. So the converter, like, it has to do this, and then blue needs to get here. We'll take the regular This is an inverter, though. Which means that if I want this to be green, it needs to have red and blue. So to get blue, I use the inverter, which takes red and puts out blue, and there we go. Next time, invent flying hand.
1K.
You weren't even looking. Just
I've
kidding.
been meaning to talk to you.
Hello.
This, vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
It was just... Yes, it was unpleasant then.
Don't you worry that maybe your first impression was correct? And after that, your mind was basically being hijacked?
Well, you weren't directly hit, in my opinion.
Just don't take this too lightly, okay? We're sturdier than our ancestors, but a mind is still a fragile thing.
Okay. Let's see. 4 is over there. So, these environments are massive. New interface content? Jeez. Like, I don't know how much I should be keeping up with the social media. Yes, like another... Thekla, was this the witness? I don't think it's aliens. I have to say that. And to be and we also have like these big purple creatures. I don't think that Miranda in the previous episode was like a live version of Miranda, but okay. Art. So the thing is, the lore is very tightly integrated into this game this time around. Like, it's I feel like it's much less ignorable than Talos 1. I don't know if I should save it for, like, the ending parts of the episodes. We got the same 5 responses as before. Okay, let's just go into new puzzles. Fraction. That's the inverter again. Okay. Well, I mean, I've only... What happens if I try this, by the way? So I see that it attempts to connect to both lasers, but obviously only one actually works. We have another inverter and a gate. Why is that gate? Oh, because that's the only way to pass. Okay. There's the finale. It's not going to be easy to get there. And we have a red. So since we have 2 inverters, it is possible for us to connect this to this, and then blue is activated here. Giving us a red laser. And then we have this, which, I mean, what can you possibly do with this other than go over here and just drop it down? So if we have a red connecting to there, that would win the level. But if I bet if I do that, we don't have this line of sight anymore. This is very awkward too. This, like, it works. How do you even use that? There's nothing else in here. How do we use that red? Like, I kind of want to reach in and then use the red, but, like, it doesn't have actual impact, does it? Oh, it does. That's crazy. Yeah, I was wondering if, like, they would ever use this interaction where the laser goes back in and makes the... what is inverting is, like, a subjective question, but, like, this is closer. The one source to this is closer than the 2 bits, the 2 connections that would require to go from blue source to inverter to this. And that one is the shorter path. So now this one takes precedence, and now this laser is fighting for the halfway point, which means that is held open now. That's insane. I'm gonna have to do this and rearrange it. No, wait, I thought that would... I thought that would go and turn it red. Well, it doesn't matter, because I can still connect to here, connect to this, and this. That is a very special interaction. That's the first time we have to deal with it, and we probably need to deal with it with the RGB converter as well. Okay. Cool. Okay. What's over here? There's a maze. Freaking maze in my Talos. So this is another star objective thing. I don't even know what is depicting. Press X to doubt is what it's depicting. You need to, like, face away from the megastructure in some way? No, X to reset. I don't think that's gonna be useful. These star puzzles are some cryptic things. Don't go in the water. Just don't. Unlike Talos Simulation 1, we're just gonna need to buy a new body part. There's no currency in this game. Okay, let's screw around until we find something here. Okay. On the other side of this forest we have... It's a slide, but it looks like an elephant. Oh, it's a slide. Really? Hey! I can actually identify things by visual sight. What is that? It's just right next to the elephant, and... Some platforming challenge? We got some lore items. Okay, next time stop at 100%, thank you.
The rotting remains of the old world should fill me with melancholy. Even here on this remote island, our ancestors could not escape their fate. And yet, I find there is something pathetic about these ruins that evoke...
Oh my gosh.
And
yes, holes that we can't jump out of.
To accept this catastrophe with equanimity. What we see here should offend us.
I agree.
When witnessing this triumph of entropy, we should aspire to a warrior spirit. Even a kind of hate of the past and its failures that will never allow such a thing to happen again.
How did this happen the first time? So I'm trying to use photo mode to get out of it. Fine, I guess I'll use restart checkpoint. Okay. Remember that humans are also, have holes as their deep weakness. And if that happens in real life, you can't get out. Okay, so we have another one of these bonus star things. Hopefully this, gives us something to work with. This again! I've seen this wheel shape in a different world, and I don't know what it means, but it clearly is, like, supposed to be some sort of hint or, like, connection within these, optional star objectives. So we bumbled our way into Project 7, which will never come out. So, backward propagation. Isn't that what we just did? Your level names are too equally applicable to many different things. This opens this door, and we have this inverter on this side. OP strategy in Talos is to connect to everything. I mean, here, I can go in here and connect this. Can't really reach that one, but I can go in here, unlock that gate. That's on now, right? That's, like, just gonna stay on, which is nice to see, but... what about if I connect to here? Yeah, that does work. Like, it does actually work out, but we don't have anything to... Can we make it visible from there? If so, then we should just do that. Maybe designed so it's not possible to see from there. definitely missing something. Like, it's so close yet so far, which is a classic situation. I would think that I could see this and connect it, but seemingly not. What do I bring it like because connecting to that I don't care about actually. I see both from here. I'm trying to look at the UI here to see if there's a range that sees both of them. Isn't that? Okay, well, we'll do that. Connect this to here. To be honest, the feeling I'm getting is unintentional, so maybe not. Back in this state where I've done that, and now this is like fighting halfway. Isn't there a blue gate here? Why don't I just turn that on? Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So all I was missing was that. I needed to connect here to here, and then this gate would just be powered on. Alright, there we go. It's kind of interesting. They no longer seem to have stars inside puzzles the way they did in Talos 1. Okay.
I sent the drone to have a look at one of the other puzzle clusters. It seems they remain inert until they're connected. I uploaded the pictures to the log.
Should we check them out with the VTOL?
Let's conserve fuel as much as we can. There's no point in going there if it's all dead.
Alright. Puzzle 6. So... hidden. Oh, this lingo? So, we need to go in here, probably. I mean, there's nothing to connect there. All we need is 2 objects to hold it down, and then we win. So, we have this gate. For some reason, the gates look freaking purple. I don't know what I'm seeing there, but maybe there's too many purple gates in the way. And then if we go all the way around, there's of course another purple. It's preventing us from bringing objects through. What is this? What is this for? That opens that. Trying to work out how all this is relevant. Because we can't connect here. I guess the way is we put that there. Then grab this inverter. And connect that connector through this little path here. There you go. That turns it on. And that probably allows it to be connected to here too. Okay. So that keeps it on. Unfortunately, that path might not work. Well, unless there's a way to keep this on from this angle. But that's not possible because this is just a regular connector. Unless... that... Hey, wait a minute. Now that's keeping it on. Now this connector is the keeping this on. Which means I can take this, hopefully move it here, and see it from this angle. And see the regular source as well. There we go. Okay, very, very good. And now this is no longer necessary, because the thing that's holding this together is the inverter by itself with that source. Very good, okay. What was hidden? I don't really know, but there we go. Let me jump over. Sure. Okay. Next one. Puzzle this way. What's that? But unfortunately, they've kept the zooming of the Talos 1, and I honestly don't really like the visual effect of the zooming in Talos 1. It feels like it's slow and makes it look almost like walking. Okay, puzzle 5 it is. In prison. We have a switch. That probably toggles multiple gates. It does, I think. I think it's toggling this one. Well, anyway, we have a connector and inverter here. That needs to go here and here, right? Yes, but... Okay, but how do we get pieces back here? That's the important bit, and there's a regular source right there. If I'm able to get a blue, that's good. How would that happen? I would probably need to hit the switch while I'm in over here, and that would trigger some sort of win condition. This is like... I need something to be a source at the start of it, which means... Okay, hold on. If I do this, then this, what's going to happen is that... No. Here to here. So that's going to allow this source to connect to that receiver, which will enable this to turn on forever, I believe. Like, it'll be self-sustaining. That's correct. And now, because we have blue in here, I should just be able to connect here to the inverter, and there we go. That gate's open now. Alright, there we go. Okay. No. Where the heck is the last puzzle? I mean, I've already seen two of the star, the place the stars will be, and their associated pseudo hints. This is a puzzle, right? At least not somewhere I've already been. 8. There we go. Positional interchange. What is that? Okay, that's just a box, even though it doesn't. It was like turn at an angle, but wasn't boxy. That's a fan. That means that there's going to be some situation where an object is on the fan and is seeing things in an elevated perspective. We also have a connector here, which is powering its own thing. I kind of want to know if like the glitch to get objects through is still possible. That was kind of possible in Talos 1. So from here we can't do much. I mean, we can like get blue to appear, which means it can allow that to appear. Okay, what about that? Oh no. So that this is preventing it from being a solid thing. So it's turning off incidentally. That's not even the final step in there. Okay, you know what? If that's not the final step, then all we really need to do is keep it open. And then pick it up. 2 gates? We could also replace something, right? Like, we could also replace this such that this isn't the thing that's being held. It is instead the converter. Wait, this is just an inverter, not an RGB inverter. Well, that makes sense, because that would allow both these gates to be active. Because, you know, it's a blue to a red converter, so we got both of those. But then what about here? That looks cursed. Because what we need is blue, and then we don't have blue in here. I guess you're gonna be helping here. But unfortunately, blue is a little away. I mean, like, blue is literally behind here, so we can't see it. Unless the connector helps seeing it. Maybe? From this angle? Okay, now we can see blue. This is still an issue. Oh, hold on. I don't know if I missed the connections, but... Yeah, the thing is now, that this is not even facing the right way. Let's see, if we wanted to get something to blue, it would really need to be from here. Do we need, like... I'm not really sure what the extra height's doing. Of course, we can't bring the connector here. Maybe it's there to get this all the way up? Maybe switching around was trying to be too clever. Like, okay, okay, I'm going to try a little bit with the connector in this position still. So the benefit of that is that we have a blue here, which we can see, and unfortunately the inverter does not help with that unless we powered it on beforehand. And then that would be up there. Which allows us to skip that problem step of like where it was turning on. Well, we can do that, and now the fan's on all the time, which allows that to be self-sustaining. Now we can take that away. And doesn't... Oh, come on! Blue cannot see there! Ugh. That was really what I was hoping for. Now I need to think of something else. It's somewhat interesting to me that I can do this, this, and this, which connects all the red and see the entire thing, right? Nope. Wait, maybe I can't see all 3. I can't see all 3 here. Can I make that self-powering somehow? Like, if I do that... Ugh. Like, the fact that this also can see, like, onto all the reds That's interesting. And like, that implies this is the thing that's on it. To some degree, except that the blues are then messed up. Unless maybe it's the flying blue? Like that, like the thing in the air is a flying blue. So, I thought I tried connecting it to all these things. That is a flying blue. There we go! Oh my gosh, so there it is. Very, very good. Alright, so that's every puzzle in the area?
It was extremely convoluted.
That was great. What are you talking about? But we have 2 extra puzzles in the area as well as the tower objectives, so time to find them. Actually, we should know where one of the bonuses if we freaking remember the dash lines. They're freaking drone technology, but not remembering where certain area is technology. Chess battle advanced. Hi? Sup?
There's so much to discover on this island that sometimes it overwhelms me. Every lake, every forest contains an incredible, interconnected, permanently changing network of organisms. And every one of those organisms is almost infinitely complex and contains other organisms within itself. It seems impossible to ever really grasp, but then, step by step, I do understand. It takes time and effort, but it's not impossible. And there's a lot of joy to be found in simply taking the time to truly study something. I spent 5 years studying a single flower, and it never got boring.
Gee, that's only like 18 flowers you can study in your life. I mean, maybe beings like you live way longer than us. You know, they look like stairs that we can't go up. Oh, hey. Some mini microstructure, megastructure over here. This area is freaking massive. I've been walking around the edge of the island and I've still not actually completed a lap. Is there a puzzle in here? Hi.
Just when I thought we'd found all the weird stuff.
We made a statue. Hello, Miranda. In print. Oh, come on, using stone part of the environment. Looks like a successful statue to me. I mean, maybe the chest
is great. I really believe that, and that's why I'm here. But I have to be honest with you, individual people, not always my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not the smartest guy ever, and I know that. But there are some people, man, some people are just so dumb. I don't even know if they're actually conscious. Sometimes I think their whole lives might be like a dream. They're just stumbling around, no idea what's going on, mumbling some random nonsense. And the thing that you have to understand about our time period is that a lot of these people wield enormous power. They run whole countries and corporations. Yeah, that's right. We've handed over our civilization to people I wouldn't trust to tie their own shoelaces. And if they're dumb, then what are we? I don't honestly have an answer to that, so just please try to do better.
It's called pacifist mentality. And everything that has been doctrine. Anyway, so this looks like a puzzle, but it feels like a Golden Gate locked puzzle, which is... It's such a tease. I can't believe they've saved like one puzzle in each area, so we have to go through every area at the end of the game to go back through, which is, I mean, it's nice. I'm not actually complaining about it, but it seems like that's what we're going for, is that every one of these puzzles we're gonna have to go back for. I managed to stumble around back to where we started. Bike. Here's this. Seems like there's something in there. Oh. Wait, there is something in there. Okay, wait. I can't even... What is this? What is the X's? Okay, I don't freaking see a puzzle label, but it's clearly a puzzle I haven't been. So, no, I have been. I'm literally... God damn it. Although there is you. Let's talk.
When we go to New Jerusalem, I'm going to have a cat.
Oh, it's a cat?
He's going to be black and white, and his name is going to be Bean. And I'm going to make sure that he never gets sick, and he never gets old, and he'll be my best friend forever.
Are you a cat? You need to connect something to that. I don't even know what color it is or if it even cares, but that's too suspicious, and we're right next to this, so right here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Well, let's see where it goes. I didn't hear any star sound. Oh, it goes on here and then reflects here? But that is... I haven't done this, right? Oh, frick, it's the Gold Gate one. Where does this go? Well, I've walked all the way here now. Is this a tease or what? Maybe it's a way to cheese this puzzle, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, now it's a blue. These freaking random maze things in the environments. Like, this one feels really intentional. Oh, good. My platforming! I don't even know how sarcastic I am with that comment. But clearly, we're platforming to get that fire. Can't make that, can you? What the hell? If only we could, I don't know, do diagonals. Oh my gosh. Platforming has gone too far. Okay, there we go. Sure. Does that mean that the other maze also had like a path too? I don't think this had anything. Oh, but what if there is a freaking fire at one of the dead ends? What the heck would that be? Why can't I find any of the 2 extra puzzles after doing 2 loops around the map? Am I just a dumb... But... Well, I guess I'm doing this. Even though it seems like the pieces don't fit. What the hell is going on? It's really strange. I think maybe only one fits? Okay, fine. Okay. Fun twist on the formula, even if it is completely... Like, it's pretty much completely determined. What about this part? Okay. There we go. And time to talk to another purple big thing. This will be the 3rd tower. I wonder if it's actually the last. Hello again.
When the craftsman Daedalus was imprisoned in the very labyrinth he had created, his only solace was his son, Icarus. To escape their plight, he fashioned wings of feathers and wax. He warned his son to fly neither too high nor too low. But his son, enraptured by the freedom of flight, flew too close to the sun.
Don't you get to space before the sun?
Melted, and he fell to his death. What was the sun's error?
The wings were made from wax, I mean, come on. No, it's carelessness, obviously. Well, I mean, kind of like, you should have built better wings, hahaha. I mean, wings that can give human flight is already very strong. It's carelessness.
Or was it Daedalus who was careless, giving the wings to Icarus, knowing that all young men are rash?
No.
After the death of his son, Daedalus withdrew in sorrow to a foreign land. King Minos came looking for the craftsman to exact his revenge. The answer to a riddle revealed where Daedalus dwelled, but for Minos, that answer was his ruin. Consider King Minos, burned in his bath, as you seek your own answer.
Well, that means that pursuing things has risk. That's fighting. Okay, so this will obviously do the last laser. The Megastructure.
It's opening. 3 receivers, 3 towers, 3 beams. As we're
already going into the Megastructure.
This is an invitation.
Doesn't look that inviting to me.
So they find a way in the hole.
The size of the entire structure, then that opening must be big enough to drive a building through.
Or the VTOL.
You want us to go in there, into the creepy triangular maw of death?
More of death? I think it looks charming. To quote 1K, come on now, live a little.
This place
That
is
quote
dangerous. It
that
could
I
pose
said as a
threat
previous
to
choice.
Jerusalem.
Oh.
We have to investigate.
Oh, all right. I'm not winning this, am I?
Nope.
We have robot creating technology.
We're going.
Surely death does not mean as much in this world. I mean, if they've planned this out and like... you can get spare bodies, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't know where the heck the 2 extra puzzles are, and I'm probably going to have to redo the star thing, connecting that blue connector thing again. But I think that's long enough for one episode. So I've done all the puzzles in here except the 2 extras which I can't find. That golden one, obviously, and the star. Alright, well, goodbye, everyone. See ya. And thanks for watching.